So sound is also responsible for comms. One of the most important things in theater, if not the most important thing, is communication. Being able to do things simultaneously, being able to work on the fly and fix issues. We're extremely lucky because there are several auditoriums and several spaces, think mixed-use spaces, cafetoriums like that, that don't have comm systems. They aren't able to communicate with various crews. They just go on their own. And sound is in charge of running those comms. Behind me we have the comm boxes. Here at the bottom we have two types of comm boxes. We have 1 channel and 2 channel. All of the 2 channels are currently up in the light booth, so I can't show them to you. But on the back you have your line in, which is a male XLR. I'll explain cables in a minute. It comes right out of the wall. When we show drops, you'll see comms is labeled COM A and COM B. Every communication we do is on COM A, but COM B is there, and the 2-channel comms can switch back and forth between them. The 1-channel comms have to stay on 1 channel unless they physically unplug and plug into the other comm channel. As room for the headset, the headsets live on this pipe right up here behind us. There are 1-ear and 2-ear headsets. Most of the headsets are out right now. And then these can be daisy chained together, so you can come out of here and plug into another comm box. Notice these use regular XLR, which is these 3 pins. The 2-channel ones use 5-pin XLR, and we only have a couple of those 5-pin cables, so there's not that many we can rely on. Comms are fairly self-explanatory. You just plug them in. Currently, the comm setup is 1 in either follow spot booth, 3 in the light booth, 1 for video, 1 for LX2, LX is the shorthand for lighting, and 1 for the lighting board op. 1 on stage right, and another one's usually daisy chained off on stage right for someone running the fly rail or if someone needs to jump on comms for a second. And then 1 backstage left, 1 up on the catwalk, and there's 2 in the sound booth. And the sound booth also has the master panel, which we'll show in just a moment, which lets you plug in directly to it without needing a comm box. But that's comms, fairly self-explanatory. Sound is in charge of that.
One question about comms. When you run into issues with comms, if it's got a humming or a buzzing in the headset, talk us through a simple troubleshoot of an issue like that.
Sure. Troubleshooting comms, I always start at the back with the easiest to replace thing. The first thing I'll do is have them check their connection. If it's buzzing intermittently, especially when they hit talk, if it's not there when they're not talking, but when they hit talk, if it buzzes, or if no one's talking and you just hear like a rattling noise, it's more than likely the headset. So have them unplug the headset and plug it back in. Have them unplug the comm line, the XLR, and plug it back in. That fixes most issues. If it doesn't get fixed, replace the headset then, because that's the easiest thing to change. If that doesn't fix it, replace the comm box. So when you have a comm issue, just go out and grab both the comm and the headset. That way you both have them there ready to troubleshoot really fast. If not, it's probably the XLR. Rerun it. I know for a while we have these weird XLRs that have hexagonal heads. You'll see what I mean in a second. The rest are circular, and they'll kill the comms. Like, comms will just cease to work. And that's noted by the call light being constantly on, even though no one's calling and no one can talk. So that means there's a bad comm in it somewhere. I know stage left, the drop by the wall currently buzzes a lot, and it's with the drop itself. An electrician's going to have to get in there and look at it. So we currently have the line ran to the wall. You'll see what I mean. It's gaffed down. It's a temporary solution, but it works, and it gets rid of a lot of buzzing. Comms itself, though, does have a little bit of noise in it. If you listen to it, there is a slight hum that fluctuates.